guess it's not going to play the intro.
Whoa.
There it goes.
Go.
Alrighty then.
So much better.
It is so much better now. We got talking about soap so much, I forgot to put the intro in before we went live.
Like, wait, what happened next? Oh,
I know. Then they turned the water on. They rinsed the soap off. It was great.
Yep.
Yeah. Everything was all clean.
And then they tracked him to Cassadine Island, where they all became prisoners.
Oh, yeah.
While Mikos enacted his deadly plan to freeze the world. And of all the cities that he chose to be his test city, Port Charles, which happened to be where General Hospital takes place.
Of course.
All the random cities to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
The cities!
Poor Charles!
What's going on to Desert Rose in the chat? Hello. I'm joined by Marania.
Hello, everyone. And hello, Sammy.
And Melissa and Amy Lester.
Hi!
And then we have that lovable old guy, Mr. Eric Breen.
I thought when we didn't get the intro for a second, that Puppet Team was so selfish that since he couldn't be here, and since he's the only person that's credited, that he just took the theme with him.
You just put it in a bag and went on home.
We got a special treat for you. I was going through and I'm looking like, what have we not done today? Or at least on the channel. And I couldn't figure out. There was one I really want to do. And I was going through and I was like, we haven't done issue 132 yet. With the Molten Man and stuff. But what made this awesome too is I'm gonna I'll remove us, put the audience in as I talk.
Yes.
And then I'll get us on.
Everybody get their seats, get their snacks.
But what was really cool about it is that this cover, sound the alarm graphic. It's a Gil Kane cover along with a Romita Sr.
Really?
Ooh.
Today's Gil Kane's birthday.
Huh.
What, really?
Oh,
Oh,
happy birthday.
That's why I planned it.
There you
Dun,
go.
dun, dun.
That's pretty excellent stuff there.
Yeah.
So
I just see this is like, if you're gonna draw the Marvel way, this is the Marvel way.
Yes.
Your right leg's longer than anything else.
It's called perspective. I'm sure the Lesters could explain that to you, but we have a reading to do.
You don't want to wait 2 minutes as they rank this cover?
I don't know. Does it begin with yikes?
It's fine.
I guess it'll be okay.
I mean, the title's okay. I like the Marvel Comics group.
It's probably fine. I'm sure legs work like that somewhere.
He's just very agile, and his legs.
Azarath, Metreon. God, how can I not remember those? Azarath, Metreon, Zinthos,
Adrian, Manthos, Freshmaker. The Amazing Spider-Man, the Molten Man strikes back. He's deadlier than ever. He's stronger, deadlier than ever.
no one strikes the Molten Man.
Thank you. I couldn't read that.
I know. Can
After all, I am the lovable old guy. So
Sorry.
the eyes are going.
You keep complaining, you won't be lovable anymore.
I wasn't complaining. I couldn't read it. And I was thanking them sincerely.
Oh, I appreciate it.
You tin-plated despot.
I could read it again, and then you could just copy it back, and then it would sound right.
Nah, I'd rather call the frog a tin-plated despot again.
Okay.
I'm worth more than 10.
Hmm.
Do you know who that's from? Who gets called a tin-plated despot?
Oh, is it from General Hospital?
No, Dr. Doom.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right then. Okay. Winner in New York.
City?
There's no. Well, New York City if you want.
New
York
City.
There's a certain clammy chill in the evening air. A windy bite that can eat through the warmest clothing. Even a skin-tight costume of Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Terrific. Fair play. Just when things seem to be going well for me again, I have to come down with a blasted cold.
Ooh, with a mask on.
The snot just stinks to me.
Ooh.
The mask does
Cough
not move.
goes nowhere.
The mask does not move.
Ooh.
With
Poor
my
Peggy.
luck, it'll probably turn into ammonia.
Ooh.
Pneumonia?
No, I said Maronia. I said Maronia.
Barona. Okay. Stan Lee presents The Amazing Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said, is that a wacky? What? Okay.
The master plan. Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
What? Okay. What is that? Into wonderment with? What's that part? I can't read.
The
that.
master
wacky?
plan of the Molten Man.
Okay, the master plan of the Molten Man. Yes.
I keep hearing something.
The governor plan of the Molten Man. Even better.
That's better, yes.
Let me see if it zooms in for you. No,
Probably
it says
won't.
for you.
Of course it doesn't.
The wacky,
A wacky
walk
walk
into
into
wonderment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
good Lord Almighty. So, Ms. Narrator, did you want to ask us and we'll answer?
Sure. I'll ask you. Okay. Who wrote this thing?
All right. Near as I can tell, this was by someone named Gerry Conway.
Yep.
Gerry Conway. Gerry Conway was the star of Burke's Law and Land of the Giants.
Oh, okay. He's a really talented guy. No, you said it was a different person. Okay, gotcha. Well, he might have also been very talented.
Or was it
Just not at comics. Gerry was the one who did that.
All right. And
Okay. Who did the drawing?
okay, it looks like the drawings were by Johnny
Ding.
Romita and Paul Reinman.
Paul Reinman, yes.
We gotta emphasize
I got it now. If you want,
We got it. Okay.
It's Ring Ding Johnny Romita Sr.
Yes.
Well then, since you're the one in the know, who is the art assistant?
Okay, that's Tony Mortellaro. Hey.
Oh, nice. And who was the letter?
Okay, poor Artie Simic. His little Model T Ford isn't working very well.
He's got a Model T.
Either a C.
Yeah.
And who did the coloring?
That's someone named P. Goldberg.
Nice. And who was the editor?
Okay,
editor?
surprisingly enough, this was Roy Thomas as the Beaver.
Oh,
Bob Kane.
No, it was not Bob Kane. Stop it.
Bob Kane.
Stop it.
I created everything.
No, you didn't. Roy Thomas did.
Mm-hmm. Everyone knows it.
Well, everybody knows that Bob Kane secretly came back as Roy Thomas.
Oh my God, he was reincarnated as Roy Thomas. Okay.
It's probably in General Hospital somewhere.
It's one of his pseudonym names.
Did you know, speaking of as the Beaver,
Yes,
Wally Cleaver was in General Hospital for a little bit.
Oh,
really?
Yes.
Tony Dow?
Uh-huh.
I assume the actor, not the character. That would have been an epic crossover.
Which one was Rick Springfield in?
General Hospital.
Nice.
He was the dashing Noah Drake.
That's what I watched it for.
And then since it didn't make sense for him to be a singing doctor, they gave him a second part as a singer.
Oh, okay. Did he stop playing the doctor who could sing and then was also just a singer?
I think I played them both for a little bit. This was like 20 years after he'd been on the show the first time.
Oh, okay.
more
He retired.
you know.
Oh, shucks.
Okay.
Say, listen to me. I finally gotten things worked out with Aunt May.
Yes.
Johnny Storm has finally finished that awful Spider-Mobile.
Yes.
And I put Doc Ock on a commission for good. That's why he's not reading with us tonight.
Yep. That all happened last issue, Marvelite.
Nice.
And all I can think about is a crummy cold. Achoo! Sometimes I wonder if I don't look for trouble. Maybe I'll just... Huh? Oh, now what are a pair of a New Yorkers... Or New York's finest. I sorry, say New York City's finest.
New York City's finest.
City's finest.
Doing at the home of.
Oh
You
my-
didn't say city.
Oh.
Museum of Natural History of Eat Hot Death.
Yeah, that's what I was going to. He's going to give you the blue plate special at Joe's Diner.
No, I'm watching the Red Sox roll St. Louis, so I'm not paying attention.
Is it 1-0?
It's 10-1.
Ooh.
Is that good?
It is if you're a Red Sox fan.
Woohoo!
Not so
Are you
much
in?
if you're a Cardinals fan.
I was gonna say it might be good way to put
And
it.
in case you're wondering which one I'm rooting for, I was born in Boston, so that's
Aha! The plot thickens here, Bree.
Oh my God, these lines are perfect.
Right?
Looks like somebody broke in, which leads us to another interesting question. Who'd be loony enough to think that the Reds would be winning a game 10-1?
they're
Then
not.
again, the game's not over yet.
Red Sox.
Oh,
Very different.
Okay. Well, I figured they're red, and they have socks too. But they all wear socks, right?
Mhm.
Oh. Anyway, who's gonna steal Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Batman, of
It
course.
was
He has
Red
one in his
Sox.
cave. That's where he got it from.
Wait, how did they get it through that tiny door?
I don't know.
Oh,
Tiny
God.
hands.
I think he's still in there, Fred. The dinosaur, I mean.
Not a chance, Pagoda. This door has been smashed out from the inside. Whoever did it is long gone.
To answer your question, how they get it out with their baby hands.
I'd say this is a wrap. Let's go, Dodo. Oh,
Well, it makes sense. T-Rex have baby arms.
There you go. So
Yeah.
they would have baby hands.
I guess those two Irish cops must have seen the broken door as they're passing by, and it's a cinch they don't know about this.
Ooh, the hole in the roof.
The big molten
Yeah,
man.
who wrote the book of love?
Ooh.
I lay odds that this is how the thief got into the museum. Funny, the glass and metal is all scorched, metal by some great heat.
Let's see. Okay.
How can you beat that? A full set of Oriental jewels in the next case. And the guy who broke here just steals a couple of rocks.
Not just any rocks, Fred. There's some kind of meteor remnants according to the sign. Look at this.
According to my spider cop deduction, there's some sort of metal all over the glass, like a solder, like someone was welding.
Yeah.
And
Solid,
the
yeah.
floor. Who'd go around burning footprints into solid marble floor?
Isn't that a silent L?
Yeah, it is. It's solder.
So
Wait a minute. I'll do this for you, Venkman. I said what I said.
Actually, no, you said what I said.
That's what I said. You said that I said what you said.
Is
Curiouser and curiouser.
Is there
As a
any
girl named Amy once said.
Mhm. Is there any chance the guards are hearing Spider-Man talk about the solder on the floor? Yeah, I have no idea, Spider-Man. That is pretty weird now that you mention it.
What's
You
that
got your-
soldier doing on the floor?
But Golder, you really got yourselves a regular mystery, fellas.
And it's selling the book.
Yeah, good job, mystery.
And it may be I've got some of the answers now. First, though, I'd better check out something I saw in front of that building. I could be wrong, but I'm Spider-Man, not Spider-Wrong. Aha! More footprints, my dear Watson. There's no doubt about it. Only a Mountain Man could have done something like this. A man with freakishly large shoes.
Now, are these supposed to be in sand or pavement? Because it looks like grass footprints in grass.
It could actually be the Human Torch gone bad.
Yep.
Get tired of being useless.
And stole a random meteorite.
What was that?
And stole a random meteorite. We don't know why. Maybe he was sleepwalking or something.
Maybe he wants to join the Fifth Element.
It could be.
But as far as I know, he's safely behind bars. I wonder if he could have escaped. It's happened before. Lord knows it. It's happened before.
The bars.
Maybe I should. Uh-oh.
Fred! Look! It's Spider-Man!
Fun fact:
Yes.
This panel was in How to Draw Marvel Comics.
Was it?
Yes.
Thanks. Thank goodness I'm not in Boston. They call me Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yes, Spider-Man.
It's the Spider-Man.
And this one too.
He should have known he'd be behind this. Jonah Jameson always said he was a public menace.
Yes.
You're wrong. I'm a public menace.
Shoot! If we let him get away, the commissioner will have our heads. Or hats.
Or at least the
hides.
head that's blocking
Hide.
where it says heads.
Yeah,
Hides it actually is.
Ah, okay.
But I like the heads. Bloody heads will roll. Looks like your boss will have to have his pound of flesh, fellas. Cause if you think old Spidey's going to play sitting duck for a pair of misunderstanding, flatfoots, buddies and pals and friends, you're dead wrong.
Because, you're shooting at me. There's no chance.
What if he was going to play a sitting platypus?
Well,
soon, high over the Upper East Side, in that section of Manhattan where Peter Parker shares an apartment with Harry Osborn.
Mm-hmm.
Funny, the way things are going with Harry Osborn and me, Peter Parker, I can't even slip into my room unnoticed anymore.
Better than trying to slip into his room unnoticed.
Oh my.
I can still do that. I keep getting the feeling I'm being watched. And since the one thing I don't need is a Harry who knows it all. It is Harry who knows my alter ego. That's a weird sentence.
That is a really weird sentence.
And you know what? I'm being watched by Desert Rose and Sam.
Yeah.
Those are baseballs.
Yes. I find myself changing into Peter Parker in alleys and rooftops 2 or 3 blocks from where I live. And in weather like this, changes like that can be murder. Ouch! My aching tootsies.
Lost in his own thoughts, Peter walks the 3 blocks along Lexington Avenue to his apartment building by instinct. And so he doesn't see the mysterious female figure approaching him, nor does he hear her sharp, sudden gasp of recognition.
That's a great
gas.
that is.
Yeah.
When it's you.
And it's Mick Mine Marvel in the background.
Yeah, I see that on the sign, yeah.
That's great. So much for the prologue. Act 1 begins now.
She's not holding a cell phone to her ear.
No, she's not. The Lower West Side off 9th Avenue, a time-worn tenement scene of many weary deaths, home of 100 tired nightmares, but now the location of another kind of confrontation as...
Get out. Do you hear me? Get out of my room.
Hey, here now.
Oh.
What sort of line is that? Whose hotel is this anyway? A body tries to keep a place clean, and next thing you know, everyone's trying to be private. I never.
My dear haggard old woman, I've paid you quite well for the privilege of renting a room in this flea bag, which is not even going to be on the air for 40 years. At the very least, I expect to keep my business to myself and not to have a meddling old fool, unless it's Anna Watkins, pop up whenever I'm away.
Now see you here, Mr. Axton.
Like, so I thought we're the only meddling people.
Oh, this is, and they changed his look after this.
Ah.
Go on, he's still drunk, James Mason. No, you old hag. It's time you listened. If I ever catch you in my room again, for whatever reason, I'll see to it this fire trap is burned to the ground. I'm serious, woman. Dead serious. I will not be. Is that Mr. Kaplan?
I have it your way that go to Burger King. You can live in dirt for all I care. But after the fury-reddened Mr. Raxton has slammed his plywood door, the woman he so rudely addressed turns to her nearby phone and, hello, is this the Daily Bugle? I'd like to speak to one of your reporters. I've something that might interest him. Yes, indeed. Uh-oh. And Act 1, Scene 1. Now it's time for Scene 2, which takes up where the prologue left off as...
Peter, is it you?
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't... Wait a minute. It can't be. It can't really be. Gwen, it's you.
No.
Liz Allen. But the last time I saw you was when we graduated high school. Asterisk.
And once on the street a few months later, but that was back in Spotty number 30.
What are you doing here? How? Where is the hook? When is the hook? Why is the hook?
Two questions.
Can I talk to you, Peter? It's a matter of life and death.
Soon.
You know, Liz, something like you haven't really changed a bit. You still got those gams.
Mm-hmm.
From the, you haven't changed a bit of those days from Flash Thompson and I fought over you. Not a bit. Cha-cha.
But I have changed, Peter, and I'm frightened by it.
Frightened? Of what? Chipping a nail?
Something's happened, Pete. It's connected to the reason why I broke it off with you. It petrifies me. I had to find someone I could depend on. Someone who understood me, who...
Easy. Come on. You look like you need some rest. I'll take you back to my place.
Mm-hmm. A little while later, in a building some blocks distant.
Mary Jane.
Sure. I know you two never got along, but when the chips are down, she's a real and friend, Liz.
Peter, what are you doing, huh? Oh, Liz?
Mind if we drop in, MJ? Liz is out on her feet.
What? Oh, sure. Okay. Chips, something? Hey, you weren't kidding. She's out like the proverbial light.
Did anybody notice that, Liz left the title about 12 issues before Mary Jane debuted?
Oh.
How exactly did they know each other?
So they don't... I didn't think they interacted. but
So
Well,
this is-
she might have been in high school, just not this. You just didn't see MJ there.
Mary Jane wasn't in that high school though, because that was the whole big thing was, Anna and May kept wanting to introduce him.
yeah.
But they just, she could have been in the background somehow.
Sir,
Mary Jane in the background.
Yeah. It's like Chekhov was supposedly not there in the first season of Star Trek, but he met Khan somehow.
Oh, that's true.
So there you go.
No,
maybe they knew each other before.
not buying it.
Well, of course. But I'll buy this issue if I had the money.
Yeah, okay. Peter, your line?
I'm worried about Eric and his problems with continuity.
Yeah.
He seems like he seems convinced that it still matters.
It did then.
I mean, I'd like to know how we met. Apparently, I like her? Are we friends? Did I stump her books? I don't think I'd ever do that.
Maybe they never met, but Peter talked about her.
Could be. But he did. Huh. Anyway.
I'm worried about her, MJ. She doesn't look well at all.
Okay.
I mean, look at her eyes. Even though her eyes are closed.
Mm-hmm.
She hasn't slept in days. And the way she was talking to her, she almost went into hysterics.
Wow. Okay, so I wish I knew what MJ was thinking. Liz Allen, far out. It's been a long time since she showed up, Tiger. It's been a long time since she showed up, Tiger.
Longer than you know, Miss Watson. Longer than you could ever know.
Huh. With a snap like a released rubber band man, Peter's mind flashes backward in time. Here we go. Here comes your explanation.
Okay.
To those days before he was bitten by a radioactive spider, before he became Spider-Man.
Yes.
To the days when he was only mild Peter Parker, a high school student with a crush on a dazzling blonde named Liz Allen.
Gosh, she's so good looking with her dimples.
The years passed through his memory like so many fallen leaves. His rivalry with Flash, his quiet fear at having his feelings exposed, a fear familiar to any teenager. A fear seemingly silly to the almost adult college student called Peter Parker.
So this is the parts when Paul Reinman took over, because you could tell by the faces. This is
Oh,
not
Yep.
Awful.
Yes, he remembers Liz Allen, just as he remembers the day she said goodbye. The day she walked out of his life, seemingly forever.
Is that me in the background?
Nope.
Oh.
No.
Not buying this. They know each other.
They don't know each other.
But you'll take care of her, won't you, MJ?
Oh, what do you think I'm gonna do, Petey? Wait till you leave and throw her out? Why don't you come back tomorrow? Maybe she'll be able to talk to us both then.
So much for Scene 2, Act 1. Let's take our leave of Peter as he heads downtown.
Things will be all right when I'm downtown.
Yes, and jump cut to his intended destination. I bet it's the Daily Bugle.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, there's papers there. And look, it's Gwen.
Yeah, right.
Everywhere I go, I see a blonde that reminds me of Gwen.
It's like Tootsie Rolls. The offices of the Daily Bugle. Where we pick up this last scene at the close of our first act. It's Ned, I think.
Yep.
Shelton Avenue, off 9th Avenue. Shelton Hotel, off 9th Avenue. Thanks, miss. I'll be there in 10 minutes.
Something up, Ned.
Mm-hmm.
You can go see Benjamin at the Shelton Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw them. It said their match.
Mm-hmm.
Could be, Robbie. Some woman in a hotel on the west side claims there's a thief living in her building. I'm off to check it out if it's okay with you.
I'm only a lowly city editor, son. City editor, son. Just leave the address and get.
For the sake of expediency, we'll skip over Ned Leeds' crosstown cab ride. Instead, we'll pick him up at the last moment of Act 1 as...
I was going to say crosstown cab ride 3 hours later.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially in New York, yeah.
Unless you're Jack Bauer negotiating the streets of L.A. during a terror attack, and that's like 4 minutes.
You're right.
Yeah.
Pretty sleazy looking place. I'll lay odds that old lady who just wanted some publicity, and if that's... Good Lord!
Baroom. Cutting Act 2 begins on the page following.
Did the entire building just go poof? Did something else go poof? What happened?
Okay.
That was Daredevil's hotel.
Yep.
Oh.
Heartbreak Hotel. Okay, you've seen the prologue. You've seen Act 1. Now it's time to lift the curtain on Act 2. Within the smoking remains of the room rented to the man named Raxton, a shuffling figure moves.
Failed again. I haven't sobered up yet.
Mm-hmm.
There's no hope. I'm doomed.
Moon.
I remain this hideous monstrosity forever.
A hand touches the door jamb and wood sizzles.
Man, he bombed the bathroom good.
Well, he did.
I had Taco Bell.
A foot presses the floor and the linoleum burns. And if you've any doubts about the identity of the mysterious Mr. Raxton, Frantic One, maybe you better move back to go.
I kind of feel like the wood would burn and the linoleum would sizzle.
Oh. So much for Miss Muggins.
Mm-hmm.
The woman who called me warned me that this thief of hers had some sort of lab set up. Two will get you one. The explosion came from his room.
Don't this reminds you?
Huh?
Original Invisible Man.
Yeah?
He had a lab and she kept wanting to go in his lab and he wouldn't let her in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Was it an invisible lab?
I don't know. Couldn't see it.
Yeah.
Neither could I.
Alicia, we're not in this.
That room up ahead. Wait, I heard someone moan. Who?
Moan. Winchesters.
Too dark to see clearly. All this smoke cutting down my vision, too. It smells like a blasting furnace in here. What kind of?
Ooh, that smell.
That moan again.
Ooga.
Uchaka.
It's the woman who called me. I'm sure of it. She just seems to be stunned. I wonder if...
You! What are you doing here? You keep haunting me, mocking me. My God, look at the size of her caboose. And because of that, she must roll over on you and that you will die.
Oh, man. At that moment, back with our hero.
You want pictures of some tenement, Robbie? Are you kidding?
No, son. This just might turn into an unnecessary roll call.
Mm-hmm.
Cyborg.
Starfire!
Raven.
Beast Boy!
Robin!
Assorted characters.
Speedy.
Yeah, Speedy.
Give us.
I think at this point you're talking about new ones.
Lad.
Hello!
All right. Since never, Robbie. Okay, buddy, just stand there, be quiet, and give me the address. I'll get on her. Thanks, Betty.
Mm-hmm.
Later, Betty.
Wave.
Quiet, Betty.
Ned is investigating a tip on the place now. I sent Ted over to Jean's. Hi, Jean.
Hi, Jean.
Nope.
Something to
Nope.
do with
Nope.
a thief.
Packs up her bag, gets a little hat. Nope.
You know the drill. Besides, from what I understand, it looked like Amy was over there setting forest fires in the building.
What?
Besides, since when does a freelance photog turn down an assignment?
Since never, Robbie. Okay, buddy, continue being quiet and give me the address. I'll get right on it. Just my luck. Amy's starting forest fires. I gotta go take photos. I'll drop in to check out the Beagle's morgue on a certain villain I once fought.
What?
Yes. The Daily Beagle has his own morgue.
Yeah, that's what they call files for like photos and
They just
such.
keep the old newspapers.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
yeah.
they actually had a morgue of dead people.
Well, Jameson wouldn't be surprised.
It was a dead editor's office.
Or dead letter office.
I was making a play on that.
The dead end.
Didn't.
And instead of getting the info, I get a dumb job. Ugh. If I didn't need the extra cash, I'd turn it down like Chinatown.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. There's Ring Ding John Romita Sr.
There we go.
But if there's one thing the old web slinger always needs, is rent money. It looks like the police will have to solve their museum robbery on their own because Spider Cop's on vacation.
Yeah.
Because Peter Parker's at work.
And I'm going to make some bread and then some coffee, a little bit of orange juice, and some bacon,
I could use some coffee.
and some pancakes. In a world as inflation ridden as this one, those pancakes will be $12. And that takes A1 top priority because I love
Who
pancakes.
puts A1 on pancakes?
Yeah, no, don't.
Well, if they're bacon pancakes.
Bacon pancakes, bacon pancakes.
You bake pancakes?
Yeah.
In case you hadn't guessed, that was scene 2. Come with us now. Scene 3, where?
I make the bacon.
Yep.
Fried up in a
Bring on the
pan.
bacon, put it in a pan.
Oh boy, whose truck hit this place? From the look of things, I've walked into World War III.
There's Ned.
Was he in World War III?
Yeah, I guess.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he has them right.
Yep, not AI. He's the right number.
I'm in a neighborhood like this. It figures the cops don't exactly hurry to investigate. Wow, Gerry, thanks. Yeah, mysterious explosions, but even so, this is redonkulous.
Actually, he was making fun of his own party because the Democrats were in charge and their crime was everywhere in those days.
Ah. Better see if Ned's okay. Doesn't look like he was caught in the blast. But something knocked him out, Mama. And from those burns on his neck, that something was hot.
Hot.
H-O-T.
So Ned's okay except for the billows of smoke coming up from his body.
Yeah.
That's probably fine.
Yeah, those are the burns on his neck. That's all.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
What happened to the lady with the building?
Not too bad. He'll live. He'll probably sue McDonald's for the hot coffee.
Mm-hmm.
And this windburn's gonna make a pretty nasty scar, though.
Ooh.
They'll call him Scar Leeds.
Oh no.
Or Leeds McScars.
Yeah.
How did Leeds manage you?
Dun, dun, dun. Spider sense.
Yes.
That uncanny ability to sense danger, peculiar to our wall-crawling protagonist, producing a tingling sensation that warms him to leap aside.
It's the lady with the broom.
Well, that's how he survived. Miss
Oh.
Muggins behind.
Yeah,
Took the
yeah,
blast.
yeah. Just 1/10 of a second too late.
Crack!
Stupid
Oh.
Molten Man.
Couldn't give you one more K.
Mm-hmm.
No, not you. It can't be. H.
Yeah, you guessed it, Anne Fran. We've held the reins in long enough. Now it's time for the action.
It's not. There's been enough talk. It's time for the main event.
Mm-hmm.
I thought for sure it'd be the landlady with a broom going like, "You get out of here, you troublesome so and so."
Who can kick my butt? The Molten can. The Molten Man can.
Uh-huh.
Who can burn for hours and make you feel bad? The Molten Man can.
Why can't it be me, punk? You think I'm not as smart as some of the other characters you faced? That I can't make a comeback more dangerous, more powerful than before? Or have you already forgotten I was once something of a scientist? A man whose brain had been trained for thought. A man unfamiliar with crime. All tenets of my personality would be completely abandoned after this appearance.
Yep.
Until the accident, which turned me into the creature before you.
Wearing Namor shorts.
There was a creature before I was around?
Cool.
The creature other men have named the Molten Man. Actually, I named myself.
Yes.
I think he did.
From Spy to 28 and 35, remember?
Shouldn't he have little wings on his feet?
He almost does.
If he does, he'd be called the Molting Man.
Yeah.
Hey.
There you go.
But I'm bummed.
Who crossed first, the chicken or the egg? No, it was the Molting Man.
Yeah. There you go.
Don't fret, Aunt Pal. I haven't forgotten you. Why, only the other day I went to KFC. And I asked myself, whatever happened to that guy? Raxton. The creep with delusions of grandeur. And the permanent Simonize? Simonize.
That's correct.
Job.
Woohoo.
Won't Simonize.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that's what I said to myself. No, really, I just said, do I want the 4-piece bucket or do I want the 12?
Oh.
That'd be a
You can
pretty,
reheat
be a pretty
those.
small bucket.
It's a little
Well,
box.
it's a personal.
It's a box.
Yeah. My personal conversations do tend to get a little dull.
Puerile fool. Another word I will never use again.
How propitious.
You still don't understand, do you? I've changed, my Aunt Friend. My body has evolved so that what was once merely a coating of metal has become part of my very own skin. And that's not the only thing that's changed, as you'll see when I do this. Couldn't find a phone book.
Nope. So he catches the table.
Yep.
My body heat has risen, Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
At the present moment, I estimate it to be well over 300 degrees Fahrenheit.
So a low heat, a low kitchen?
Yep.
A low oven. Okay.
Slow up.
One touch of my hand would scald you, burn you alive.
So you're saying if you fall in the water, you'll be fine.
If I put some cookies on you and come back in 15 minutes, they'll be baked.
You always were a not so great Margaret Kidder, Rexon. Me? I just wish you had your cuddly charm.
Mm-hmm.
Also, you're also naked too.
No, he's wearing a little briefs.
Little briefs.
Little briefs.
It looks like Namor briefs.
Little Namor briefs.
Swag.
Sealed with a kiss.
But some of us are born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. And some of us aren't. More importantly, like you. Guess they'll just have to grow up. All of a sudden. Pity, isn't it?
You're nothing but a mindless witling. I can crush you with my bare hands, but that would be too quick a death. first, you must suffer for mocking me.
Mm-hmm.
You must pay for your insults.
So he has super strength too?
He kind of his pose reminds you of Mace from Luke Cage, Hero for Hire.
Mm-hmm.
The crazy look, the general kind of like you look like Captain Atom, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You must.
Insults. Look, I can't help it if you're Canadian and got a lousy sense of humor. I'll have you know, I'm considered by something of a comedian myself these days. And by my aunt pals in the superhero biz. You know what? You need to watch your temper, okay?
Cool.
Mhm.
R-H-H.
Oh, great. Now I'm fighting a pirate.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Say, you're pretty hot-headed, aren't you? That's bad for your heart, you know. If you keep getting excited all the time, you're liable to have a coronary. And then, where would I be without the Molten Man to pick on anymore?
Mm.
So, buddy, don't fly the coop.
Mm-mm. The random green points are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Imbecile. If you'd left me alone, you would have never seen.
I never would have seen.
Exploding like a bursting bomb. Smoke fills the darkened room. In that smoke, something moves, rises, and snarls.
Ooh, off the monster.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps now you'll understand, Spider-Man.
I didn't get what you said before. You went. Boo.
No longer am I the creature you once fought. My body has indeed evolved. There's not my Tootsie.
I know, right?
You might be hot, but you're still single. Loser.
What harmed me at one time now has no more danger for me than a feather. Careful. Flick.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that for a few years in the 50s you weren't allowed to use the word flick in comics?
Really?
Oh yeah, because of lettering. In case
the
Oh, they tell the eye went together.
Yep.
You're doomed, wall crawler. Do you hear me?
Although it's funny if you read it the other way.
Yeah.
Your life is worth nothing. Nothing.
He might be right. My spider senses tell me he's boiling like a furnace under that molten skin. There's enough heat there to melt 20 Spider-Man.
Ooh.
The joke's on him. There'll only be 2 later on in the future. But just standing here isn't going to help me. I've got to do something fast.
Cotton Candy Fist, activate.
It's been a while since I've tried anything tricky and sticky as my cotton candy fist. I hope I don't make this too thin.
Wait. Are you making a cotton candy fist?
Yes, I am making myself a cotton candy fist. The better for me to hit you with it, Carney. Welcome to the circus.
Urkel! Nobody hits me like that and gets away with it, masked man, unless we're at Coney Island. I didn't break out of the hospital. They had me in just so clowns like you could try and push me around.
Hospital. So that's where he's been these past few months. It doesn't help me much more, though. Wait, no, they go. The courts must have figured his case was more medical than criminal, and maybe they were right. But that doesn't help me much, though. hot hand. Because whatever it is, whatever it may be, he always looks like an angry guy to me. Ah!
Yeah.
He's a downright hubcap stealing, skyscraper defacing, cake eating, cotton candy fist eating, mass menace. And right now he's raging mad like it's Wednesday night.
And he's in a box.
And he popped off the cotton candy glove.
Once I'm awake and I'm rid of you, no one can stop me. I'll be able to complete my plan, and then I'll be free at last.
If only I thought of to grab a fire extinguisher or maybe even some asbestos.
Or some ice.
Yeah. Like Iceman.
But before the Molten Man can finish his forward lunge...
You still refuse to listen. You still don't comprehend. Wake up. It's not Wednesday.
Listen.
Covering me with
I refuse to listen to you.
Covering me with your webbing is a pitiable gesture, an exercise in futility. For one with my powers, these strands are like tissue.
These trains have stopped trains, so...
And of no consequence at all, or no truth either.
Wait, did he go?
You let one rip.
What part of I went to Taco Bell and blew up my building did you not understand?
Oh, you forgot about it.
Now, Spider-Man,
Yes.
we've wasted enough time with toys. You've mocked me. You've interrupted my work.
In your monologue.
You've attempted to silence my soliloquy. And you've annoyed me once too often.
And I refuse to give you credit.
Yep.
Oh, he's still talking.
I'm ready to monologue.
Oh, good Lord.
The years I spent imprisoned, I spent hating you. The hours I spent alone and in agony right after they canceled my favorite show.
Oh.
I dedicated to your death.
How did Spider-Man get it canceled?
I'm a supervillain. I assess blame needlessly.
Oh, okay.
Still, I was prepared to abandon that hate for the sake of expediency.com. I would have forgotten you. I would have allowed you to live. But not now. You've used the last of your infernal luck, wall crawler. This is the night you suffer. Melodramatic much. As I have suffered. As we all have suffered through this monologue.
Yes, we have. Dun, 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 dun.
The wheelie cart. It's the middle of the day.
This is the night I strike a silly pose and you die.
Yes.
Look at my pixel fingers.
Oh, my gosh.
That's... I'm going to shove at you.
I'm sorry to disappoint you there, golden boy. But my fairy godmother promised me I wouldn't die till I saw the bloody dragon. And you don't think I'd make a liar out of me, old fairy godmother?
Begorra, he turned on the bloody Irish prompt. It stopped me momentum. Foot slipping. No, it isn't fair. It isn't fair.
The Irish cops down below.
We're all screaming.
Well, the last time we all screamed, there was ice cream involved.
Oh, yeah.
It was nice.
Far from this, it can't hurt to come a character like the Molten Man. But maybe, just maybe, he'll knock the wind out of his sails.
You be gone with the wind.
And then I can wait. He's twisting, changing his angle. Oh no, he's going to.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun dun dun.
Unnecessary zoom.
Hit a fire hydrant?
It seems I've outwitted you, Spider-Man.
Mm-hmm.
By turning my body just right, I've managed to land on this fire hydrant.
Oh my
That
gosh.
doesn't sound like a great plan. That
No.
sounds worse.
No, it isn't. In fact, I'll be at the hospital if anybody needs me. Getting a fire hydrant taken out of my... and the resulting burst of steam I can...
Vanish! Looks like this round goes to him. I'd never be able to track him in that fog, even with my spider sense.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I've got other things on my mind, including one ace crime reporter, Ned Leeds. Or Scar Leeds.
Mm-hmm. Act 3, Scene 1.
Ned's still out, and that worries me.
And he's still smoking.
Yeah.
He's dead. Dead Leeds.
Oh my God, it's Dead Leeds.
What happened to the landlady?
Burned up, I don't know.
Fried to a crisp.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't he go known as a smoking lead?
Uh,
If the moment even touched him, Ned could be seriously injured. I mean, I'm gonna stand here for 5 minutes and watch him, see if he can stop smoking.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Smoking's bad for you, Ned.
Stop it.
Stop it. You're influencing kids here.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Probably how I got started.
As you got started, Ned Leeds is the cause.
Mm-hmm.
If Ned thinks it's cool,
Little Eric thought it was even cooler.
I mean, I'm against this. And I can quit whenever I want.
Yeah, right. Smokey's behind you, right?
Uh-huh. I
And
only
even-
smoke a pack a day.
Back a day. Back in his day, he smoked.
Like his back smoked.
And even though Ned and I used to be rivals, for Betty Brand, who showed up and didn't even get a line in this reading.
And I know somehow.
he's literally smoking tobacco.
Tobacco. Yeah.
He's back up.
He's still a top-notch guy. And I give my right arm to save... Not really, no.
So did the guy from Def Leppard. Too soon?
Mm-hmm.
When he says...
Rocks glowing like fire, bright.
Sure, kid. Don't Hasselhoff yourself about it. Just hang there and leave the web slinging to old Spidey.
Mm-hmm.
And have you to the hospital time in, and I'll have you to the hospital in no time.
General Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Unfortunately, I hear I should pay a bit more attention to Ned's nearly incoherent mutterings. For the meaning of those words would soon affect both Ned and his costume savior.
At this time, it'd be either Dr. Hardy or Dr. Weber.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stop a guy from trying to freeze the world.
If you were in this situation, which doctor would you hope it would be?
Well, no, the witch doctor who fell in love with you.
Dr. Hardy was in my favorite movie of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And he was once a major league catcher before that.
So, yeah.
So probably Dr. Hardy.
Yeah. Okay. Rapidly now, our story moves, not like this reading. Our story moves to the last scene of this, the third act.
Hey, by the way, get your paper ready, Maranya.
Oh,
You're
I'll
on
show it once I'm on
35
camera.
seconds.
I'll show it once I'm on camera.
Oh my gosh. He's passed out altogether.
All together.
He's passed out.
Altogether. The pain of that George burn on his neck. Must be too much for him.
Gracie.
George, get off his neck.
Has anybody seen Gracie?
George. And welcome to hour 2.
Well, there's not much I can do by the way of the first aid. Not that it matters. Not my problem.
You're right.
He's sandy eyes.
Yeah.
We'll be down in the hospital a second or two.
Uh-huh.
Just need to take his pants.
Uh-huh.
And then it's up to the emergency ward to break Ned's fever.
Fever?
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay.
Saturday Night Fever.
That's true.
He's got a fever. A cowbell.
More cowbell.
More cowbell, you know. Funny, I feel kind of flushed myself. Must have been that Taco Bell I had. Oh, I feel it coming on.
Oh, no.
I better get some new underwear. And I'll be in the first superhero on the block with laryngitis and a soggy tights.
Oh, my
That is
gosh.
a really tiny door.
Hey, it must be my imagination.
Once again.
Oh, is it Ned's lead getting heavier? Man, he's
Yeah.
fat.
And Leon's getting larger.
Wow. This cold is hitting me harder than I expected.
Hmm.
In heaven's name, what's wrong with him?
How dare you assume something's wrong with him? Sorry, the face.
But you did come to the
My
hospital.
boyfriend needs attention. Go ahead.
It's your line.
I know.
Okay, let's do it.
And if it means anything, we'll report us for the Daily Beagle.
My friend
Wow.
needs help. Then what's wrong with him?
I just love his reaction. How dare you?
How dare you?
Call Dr. Crawford. Tell him we have an emergency. And tell him, if you can believe it, it looks like radiation poisoning.
Oh my gosh.
And wait a minute, Dr. Crawford has a message. No more wire hangers. Oh,
Oh, good God.
Do you think they had call like switchboards like that in hospitals back then?
Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
Did you read the radiation poisoning?
Yes, she did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We'll switch to another page.
58 seconds later, unlike this reading.
Get him to detoxification. Set up a saline bath and move it.
Peter.
Saline.
Oh, no,
sorry.
Is it Peter? Yeah, it's Peter. Saline bath. Doc, what is it? The nurse
it's
says,
filled with water that we put saline, but that's not important right now.
the nurse said something about radiation poisoning. Is it atomic radiation?
That's the way it looks, son. Maybe you can tell me how he managed it.
I don't know. He looks pretty aware if he's managing it that well.
Mm-hmm.
Those rocks. Finally!
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that Raxton stole. They must have been radioactive.
Son, did you hear me?
I heard you loud and clear, Doc. But the answer is negative. No go. He was working on a story. That's all I know, Daddy-O.
And why would
Mhm.
you not tell the medical staff that he had exposure to a specific kind of radioactive material?
Yeah.
Because this is comic books.
Yes. Huh. But as Peter turns toward the elevator bank,
I'm so dizzy. Do, 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 do. So, my head. You spin my head right round.
Right down, baby. Right, round.
Wow.
Record player.
This cold is really wrecking me. Baby, you wreck me. I can hardly stand.
That's a little bit of garbage can.
On H. It's not the cold. It can't be. My strength's emptying out. I feel drained. I feel on fire. Radiation poisoning. I was exposed to. The radiation must be hitting my own radioactive blood.
Yeah. Which gives Peter his spider powers.
Which should transform me into a giant spider faster with the radioactivity.
Mm-hmm. You think?
It's eating at me. And my name is not even Gilbert Grape.
Yeah.
I'm dissolving. My energy destroying me. I can't move. I can hardly think. Is this the end of our reading? The end of Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yes.
Burp. No, I'm good.
You think we're going to answer a loaded question like that now? Nothing doing, faithful one. You have to look at next issue when the Molten Man breaks out. See you then, Tiger.
And that's it for this reading. We're gonna say goodbye to the little audience here and go boop, boop. And we're gonna put up here.
Ah! How are we doing? Woohoo!
Yes. But the way that was going, it was gonna end up being hour 3.
I know, right?
Yeah, you were the way it was.
Alrighty then. If you haven't already done so, please click like, subscribe, check out the Ko-Fi link if you can, and check us out. We're streaming to Twitch and on YouTube at the same time. For those who are watching on Twitch, check out the YouTube. And those who like Twitch but are watching YouTube, check that out too. It's a Kiki Puppet Show. But more importantly, drop $1 the Ko-Fi bin.
Yep.
You gotta pay for this radioactive poisoning. I got hospital bills gonna be up the woo.
Huh? I wonder if we should get t-shirts.
Maybe.
If you want to draw t-shirts, maybe we'll do some Teesprings t-shirts.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Yes. We have a t-shirt with Amy starting a forest fire.
What?
Yeah.
Where did we get that?
It'll be a hot sale.
Hot shop.
Well, if we ever get like leggings or like tracksuits, it has to have those gams written on the side, right?
Yes.
Yes.
With Doc Ock on them?
Yeah, why not?
Those gams. That's awesome. We'll see you guys in a few more minutes
Yes,
for
yes.
Fantastic Four, number 51.
Yep.
Woohoo!
Later, guys.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.